What's up, YouTube? I'm Warren Perez. Thanks for watching this video. Two things before we start. Please like and subscribe. That would be amazing. And also the skits, I'm probably gonna be doing them on TikTok, cause TikTok, shorter videos, it'll be better. Let's get started into the video. Today's video is what would be the perfect NBA starting five. This is all time, by the way, not just current NBA players. I'll probably do one with current NBA players, but this is my all-time perfect starting five. Now, point guard, if I had to pick a point guard, this is between two players, which are extremely great players, but to fit the team better, one has to be go. So the two players are Magic Johnson and Stephen Curry. Now, I feel like Steph will fit this team better because he's more like a modern point guard. Magic is, of course, he's 6'9", he's super tall, but I feel like if I have Magic, other players on this team wouldn't be as good because, playmakers. But Curry's an excellent playmaker, but he's not at the Magic Johnson level. Magic Johnson is probably one of the best. He's one of the best playmakers of all time. And Curry's also an amazing shooter. He's a pretty good leader of a team. So I feel like Curry would be perfect for the point guard position. Shooting guard. Now, this is a few things. The perfect shooting guard. Three visions in mind. I know some of you are gonna hate me for not saying one of these people. But these are my 3 point guards. I have a decision to make. Like, these are my 3 shooting guards. I have the top 3 shooting guards in my opinion, which are Michael Jordan, debatably the best player of all time. He's definitely the best player of the 90s. Kobe Bryant, debatably the best player in the 2010s, for sure the best shooting guard in the 2010s, and what's his name, Dwayne Wade, which could also be debatably the best shooting guard in the 2010s. I meant 2000s for Kobe, by the way, but Dwayne Wade, Harden is also an amazing shooting guard, but these are the 3 ones that I had in mind. Now, I didn't put players like Harden in this. Harden, I feel like, wouldn't be as good because Harden is not that much of an off-ball player. So Harden, I wouldn't put him. Jordan, he's an amazing defender, top-tier defender. Pretty sure he won Defensive Player of the Year. Kobe, he scored 81 points in a game. Okay, this man is insane. And Dwayne Wade, it's Dwayne Wade. He's an amazing player. He never won MVP or anything, but Dwayne Wade, he was an amazing player. When he was playing with LeBron in the Heat, he was amazing. In his later years, earlier, he won a championship with Shaq. Now, to fit the team better, this team that I'm trying to build would be I want it to be a decent defending team, and I want it to be a good defending team, but more of an offensive threat than they are a defensive threat. But I still want them to be good at defense. Now, Curry isn't that good at defense. Offensively, I'd say the best of those 3 players is Kobe Bryant. Now, I say, as much as it hurts me to say this, I don't want to put Dwayne Wade. I feel like Dwayne Wade, even though he's an amazing player, wouldn't really fit in the team. Now, he's also an undersized shooting guard, so you got to keep that in consideration. Now, Kobe and MJ. MJ is an amazing defender. You can't argue. Kobe's a decent defender. He's a good defender too. Now, these 2 players, who would I put? I would probably put, if I had to pick between these 2 players for the perfect NBA team ever, I would say, this is debatably because I can also, so we're also going to have 1 bench player, executive decision by me. We're going to have 1 bench player. We're going to have the 6th man also. But for starter, I put Michael Jordan, all right? I put Michael Jordan. Actually, there's going to be a 10-man rotation. So, bench and starters. So, I put Michael Jordan because he's debatably the GOAT. And he is an amazing defender. And he's also good on, really good on offense. Small forward. We have a few players that I would like to put at small forward. We have players like Larry Bird, an amazing small forward. We have players like LeBron James, debatably the GOAT. These players are amazing. Now, I'm going to go with LeBron James for this one. It's not that hard of a decision because LeBron is offensively, he's a monster. And defensively, LeBron's a pretty good defender. So those are the people that I would put. So right now we got Curry MJ, and what's his name? And LeBron. For the four. Now I know we have amazing power forwards in NBA history. We have players like Tim Duncan, Charles Barkley. But if I want this team to be the perfect team, those players are not gonna make it. Cause in my opinion, the best power forward of all time, he also plays small forward, but I consider him a power forward because of his size. He's more of a small forward though. I say he is a small forward technically, but it's Kevin Durant. I would put him at power forward. Personally, I like Kevin Durant. He's one of my favorite players. He should be the power forward of the team. Now, the reason I put him there is because he's, in my opinion, the best shooter of all time, and he's a good defender. Now, Kevin Durant, that's going to be an amazing lethal weapon. He's clutch. We already got lethal shooters in this team. Curry, a lethal shooter. Kevin Durant, lethal shooter. LeBron, if he goes to the basket, nobody's stopping him. Jordan, it's Michael Jordan. Now, center, we have options like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have options like, also for power forward, we also have players like Dirk Nowitzki. But for this team, I'm trying to make the perfect team in NBA history. Now, for center, I picked Shaq. We could have players like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Hakeem Olajuwon, but in my opinion, Shaq is the most dominant center in NBA history. So I'm gonna pick Shaq for center, cause he's also my favorite center in NBA history. It's Shaquille O'Neal, like literally across the room. I have a Funko Pop of Shaquille O'Neal, so that's amazing. Now the bench. Now we're gonna do the sixth man, the best player off the bench. And the player that would probably win sixth man of the player that would be our sixth man would be Kobe Bryant. Now, Kobe Bryant, amazing shooter. The reason I didn't put him in the starting lineup, he probably would fit better than Michael Jordan in the starting lineup. But if I want to keep the defense in the starting lineup consistent, I have to have one of the best defenders. He's an amazing defender. Kobe's a good defender, but Jordan, he's an amazing defender. Okay, so that's our sixth man. Our seventh man. This is not really based on position, the sixth man and stuff. Our seventh man, I would put, you see, for backup point guard, I know I could put Magic Johnson, but he is he's 6'9", I mean, not 7 foot. He's 6'9". Now, I feel like with the style that I'm going in this team, he doesn't fit. That's the reason I don't put him. I'm not saying that he's not a good player. He's, right now, the best point guard in NBA history. Curry's possibly going to pass him when he retires, by the time he retires. But right now, he's the best point guard in NBA history. All right. So, personally, I wouldn't put Magic Johnson in this lineup. Now, if you have anything, comment down below what your lineup would be. But we have our sixth man. Our seventh man, I'm going to go for good center and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I love Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I never watched Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, I like Hakeem Olajuwon better as a center. But I feel like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be pretty good in the team. He's third or fourth all time, depending on how you want to put him. I put him fourth. That's just me. Some people put him third over Magic Johnson. But he would be our backup center. Now, we have a backup point guard, a backup shooting guard, and a backup center. Meaning that for a backup small forward, if we're going all-time players, okay. There's a hard one. I think I'll do the power forward one first. Power forward, I picked KD, which is technically a small forward. Oh, I just realized something. Okay, so for our actual power forward, we're gonna pick Tim Duncan. All right, so that way we have Tim Duncan being our power forward, right? In the starting lineup, we have what's his name? We have Kevin Durant being a backup small forward. Kevin Durant is gonna lead this team. All right. Off the bench. Kevin Durant's going to score 30 off the bench, boy. Kevin Durant is the best shooter of all time. But if I have him as a backup small forward, that would make the team better, right? So right now we have our starting lineup plus our bench right now, which is Kevin Durant, Charles Barkley, which I'm putting as the backup power forward, by the way. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which is our backup center, and Kobe Bryant, which is our backup, our backup shooting guard. Now, for backup point guard, there's been a lot of great point guards in NBA history. But I gotta say, if I'm picking a backup point guard that I want to fit this team, I want to get a bit more defense. Now, I love Magic Johnson, and it hurts me not putting him on this list, right? But I want a defensive point guard. He doesn't necessarily have to be He doesn't necessarily have to be the greatest point guard of all time, but he's still maybe top 25, depending on how you look at it. Definitely a top 50 player of all time, and that's Gary Payton, the glove. He's one of the only point guards to win Defensive Player of the Year, and he's an amazing defender. All right, so that's who I would put. So let's repeat our lineup. For a point guard, we have Stephen Curry. For a shooting guard, we have Michael Jordan. For a small forward, we have LeBron James. Power forward, Tim Duncan. And center, Shaquille O'Neal. Off the bench, we have point guard, the glove, Gary Payton. Yeah, Gary Payton. I almost got messed up with Gary Trent. Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant. I keep forgetting it. Charles Barkley, that's his name. Okay, I kept forgetting his name. Charles Barkley and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That is an amazing team. Personally, I think this team will go 82-0. But we have forgotten a few things here. Now, for the coach really matters. And these are three coaches that I have in the mind. We have Pat Riley, we have Phil Jackson, and we have Eric Spoelstra. Now, I never got to see Pat Riley coach. I never got to see Phil Jackson coach. I saw Eric Spoelstra coach. He's never won Coach of the Year. Like, that's kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure he's never won it. Maybe once. But personally, I would put as the coach. It hurts me to say. It doesn't hurt me to say this actually, because I didn't watch Pat Riley as a coach. I only watched him as, you know, where he is now. I didn't watch Phil Jackson as a coach. So I would put Eric Spoelstra because he's already played with LeBron James, and he is a really good coach. Look at he took the 4th seed Miami Heat to the NBA Finals, all right? And they put up a good fight against the best team in the league. So I would put him as a coach. He's an amazing coach. So we have our coach. Now, this team would be, in my opinion, the best team in NBA history. Maybe not 82-0, maybe like 79-3. Because chemistry-wise, we don't know how this team would play out. Players would probably, I think players can match the intensity of players like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan in workouts. I feel like some of the players can match that intensity. Most of them, actually. And I feel like this is a team that would be the best if this would be the best team in NBA history. So that's it for the video. Okay, my throat hurts when I make these videos. Okay, so that's it for the video. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Comment down what you would think would be the perfect team in NBA history. I've been Orlin Perez. Peace.